how's it going? I hope you all are doing amazing. If you're new here, hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Intuitive Rose. Nice to meet you. If you're not new here, hello and welcome back. I'm so happy you joined me again today. So today, y'all, we're going to do a pick a card reading on how have you changed in people's eyes, okay? So we do have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, okay? And if you feel drawn to, feel free to choose more than one. That's again, only if you feel drawn to. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and then pile number 3. Let's begin. All right, so if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading, pile number 1. So let's see, how have you changed in people's eyes, okay? So as always, I did write down some channel messages and I pre-pulled a oracle card from the Oracle of the Mystical Moments, okay? So I have the image up here, you guys, and I just want to say this image was giving bride-to-be, but it almost felt like a bride-to-be again, like this person is getting married again, all right? And it makes sense with the channel messages, and I just want to say this may be a trigger warning for some, okay? The first message was a song, all right? And it was a song called Happy by Marshmello, all right? And the lyric that I was hearing was, I want you to be happier, all right? So it's possible that who has been witnessing you change could be a long-term partner, it could be a long-term friendship. It's possible you may not talk to these people anymore though, okay? It does feel like it was either a friendship, partnership, and I was even getting like something with a cousin as well. Take it how it resonates with you. But it felt like you was saying, I want you to be happier. So I did put down, possibly someone you were once married to, engaged with, all right? It feels like you have changed because you have forgave them, all right? You have, and I heard finally forgiving them, all right? So this is how you have changed because you chose to walk away. You chose to walk away, even if you were married to this person, even if you were engaged to this person, even if you love this person. This is how you have changed because this is something that, maybe you kind of put off for a while, okay? And now it feels like you have decided to allow yourself to be happier, all right? And this is how you have changed because you are putting your happiness first, okay? And also some of you guys could have children, all right? So now you may have decided to move like with your children, and people are seeing you change because you are actually taking action with something. You're no longer stalling, or you're no longer, saying, you're actually doing now. This is how you're changing in people's eyes. And I was looking at her eyes. Some of you guys could have a hazel. You don't have to. But I was getting the message of like, this is something that, again, was hard for you to do. Like you really had to build up the courage to do this, okay? You may have had to do this, sign something while crying, all right? This was not easy, but you decided again to put your happiness first. All right. And then I did put down, I see that she's looking over her shoulder. Okay. And you see over her shoulder, there's a butterfly. Butterflies are a symbolism of transformation. All right. And they can also represent like a past loved one as well, like a guide, someone that was guiding you all along. Okay. So like maybe this change was also what brought this, idea of, what? I'm going to actually move forward with this decision, okay? Definitely a major transformation in your life. This could also refer to a near-death experience, or again, there was a death that may have occurred It doesn't have to be like physically someone passing. It could have been maybe you had a death, an ego death, or like, again, you had some kind of rebirth happening around you that you're like, you know what? I need to move on from this. This is no longer serving me. I feel like you guys were in a toxic situation, toxic connections, friendships. You put up with stuff that, you didn't deserve. I'm hearing you tolerated stuff that was just not okay. All right. And you have changed because you decided to transform out of that. Okay. You have walked away from that. And I was hearing something with like the boogeyman. All right. I don't know necessarily like what they mean by that, but it's also possible it's about that person. I did put partner, friendship, someone long term was really holding you back. All right. And it was like a sticky situation. Okay. So maybe, you lived with this person, or I don't know, something was hard for you to get out of it. But you did. You have. And that's one of the things that I did pick up, is that you did. You actually moved on from this. And now you may be a bride to be now. Like, again. All right. Or maybe, again, you are welcoming new life, transformations, new partnerships, but they're healthier. All right. That's what I was picking up on. Also, I did write down like you changed. All right. You changed in general. So I feel like maybe, you lost some weight, you gained some weight. I don't know, but your physical appearance changed. And this is how you have changed in people's eyes. Some of you guys could be wearing contacts because her eyes are hazel. I don't know why I'm drawn to her eyes for some reason. So, so maybe it's that you're getting more sleep, I was hearing as well. Okay. You're taking better care of yourself. And even like her skin is glowing. It's glistening, right? She has a crown on, necklace, jewelry, flowers. Okay. So it does feel like you have changed in people's eyes because you are pampering yourself more. Some of you guys are also receiving this pampering from someone. All right. And it feels like a healthier connection. This could also be a connection where your partner has like good finances, okay? Because I was picking up on someone having good, saving, stuff like that, and they have helped pick you up in the process, okay? Okay, I put, people have witnessed you struggle from something traumatic, and I was getting that. That's why I was like, trigger warning. So this could be like a form of abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. This could also be maybe you struggle with addictions. Cycles. I was getting repeated cycles. Okay. I sense a lot of trauma in this overall, but it feels like it's behind you now. Okay. It's a story now. It's no longer your story, but it's a story that was once in your book. Okay. But it's like that chapter has moved on. You are now way more chapters ahead in your story. Okay. Now I don't want to make this sad, you guys, but I do feel like this is how you have changed, because people from the past have seen, oh my gosh, I do remember, Pawn number one was not in the greatest of spirits. And that's that song, he does say, I want you to be happier. He was like, I want to raise your spirits. So again, it could be someone in your life. It could be maybe your children. It could be a pet. Take it how it resonates. But I see you're much more happier. You're much more, just living a life with peace now. Okay. You have moved on from something. You have changed in people's eyes because you are already in healthier connections. So yeah, you are in healthier connections with yourself and with other people. Okay. I feel like you're loving life a lot more lately. You have been maybe posting more. All right. You're traveling more. You're doing more than what you used to do. Some of you guys could have maybe stayed inside, like in the house, or this could be like metaphorically speaking, like you were in a bubble, you never explored outside of your comfort zone. I feel like a lot of you guys may have struggled with self-esteem issues. All right. And you have changed because you are popping out now. Like, you are amazing. You are stunning. You are handsome. All right. And I feel like you have also awakened to your beauty because, again, she's in white. All right. So it's like a purity. All right. So you have gotten your, I don't know, I was about to say your pureness again, but I don't know if that even makes sense. But it does feel like, again, you have maybe, realized like You know what? I am deserving of starting over. I am deserving of loving healthier connections. I am deserving of being at peace. So this could also be something that you're doing. You know, maybe you are affirming more. You're saying affirmations. You are speaking about the things that you deserve, okay? All right. It does feel like there was an energy of like you just had to start all over. And, you know, that involved leaving people behind. And this could have been a very hard karmic situation. Okay. Like I said, it was something sticky involved. Like this was a sticky situation. Okay. Leaving came with consequences, but staying came with consequences. Okay. So that's what I mean by like sticky. Okay. Also, I did write on the corner. I feel drawn to read this. I normally read this towards the end, but I did pick up on someone struggling or have struggled with, you know, maybe a child, you know. Okay, why did that just happen? Okay, this could have been you growing up, okay? A child who was, you know, in need of their mom, in need of their dad. I pick up on traumatic experiences that messed with your self-esteem, that maybe, again, allowed you to attract these karmic connections, these connections where they may have been abusive. They may have been, it doesn't even have to be physically abusive. It could have been verbally abusive, mentally abusive, you know, take it how it resonates. And I feel like you struggled with this. This feels like you have changed because you no longer have to learn the hard way anymore. You definitely could have gone through repeated cycles over and over, you know, same person in a different body kind of thing. Okay, take it how it resonates, but I feel like you did a whole redo. All right, you did a whole redo. That's, again, this white energy here that I'm getting. Okay, you started over something. All right, some of you guys may have also gone to rehab for something. All right, because I was picking up on maybe addictions, and it doesn't even have to be just rehab. It could be maybe you got into therapy. Okay, therapy. So you talk to someone now. You talk about these traumatic experiences that you've been through as a child, and you see, you know, again, you have woken up to what you are deserving of. Okay, the past does not define your present. All right, and this is how you have changed. You're not letting your past hold you back anymore. Okay, let's see, where did I leave off? Okay, yep, some of you are already in healthier connections. Okay, I did put down, you realized your worth. All right, I do feel like you struggled. Okay, yeah, I forgot I put that. So you may have struggled growing up because you witnessed things that you were not supposed to see. All right, this could have been crime. This could have been, again, abuse, something like that here. Or again, you picked up behaviors that you witnessed growing up as a child. Because, you know, as children, we, well, I say we, but children, you know, in general, they pick up what they see, you know, around them. So this is something maybe you have done, and I feel like you have really addressed something within your childhood. All right, and you have changed because also there's something in with your children as well. You may have changed your parenting style. All right, so what wasn't taught to you, maybe you learned from someone recently. Okay, this butterfly here does give an example of like a guide here, a guardian angel. Okay, so what you're being taught now, you're teaching it to your children, or you're teaching it again to your inner child. Take it how it resonates. But I do feel like this is how you have changed. You have started healing deep within, and people are seeing that. Like, it's actually showing now who you are as a person. All right, I even was hearing something with your work ethic. So maybe, you know, you're going to work smiling more. You're going to work with great stories to tell. Like, it's like a lot of you are a lot happier. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. I feel like a lot of people know your story, things that you have gone through that you did not deserve, and they feel for you, and they're so happy that you are happy again. All right, I feel like there's definitely someone new in your life, or if not now, there's definitely someone coming in very soon. Okay, and this person's going to add to your happiness. Okay, I did also put, people see you have changed because you no longer carry this on your sleeve anymore. All right, again, this butterfly has change, and it's stages with the butterfly, right? It's that cocoon stage. So it's like you have changed something where you no longer carry this burden. I feel like you guys have really had some deep reflections, some inner guidance, inner healing, all that good stuff. All right. And this is not easy to do. And I feel like you have changed because you are actually applauding yourself. Like, you're speaking about this. Maybe you guys are actually speaking, in therapy, in groups, something like that. Here, you could be telling your story. All right. So people are actually being able to see how you have transformed. All right. What molded you. Okay. I do feel like you're giving a lot of people hope. Okay. Because again, there was something about someone getting married again. And even if it's not married again, maybe you were once engaged or in a long-term connection and you probably thought, you know what, I'm never going to find anyone again. Like, no one's going to love me. I come with all this. But then it's like you woke up like, oh no, I'm going to heal from this. And now you actually found someone. All right. And you realize you are deserving of being a husband, being a wife. All right. Okay, and I did put something with tattoos on your chest. I forgot why I put that. So, yeah, maybe you guys could have gotten a tattoo on your chest that symbolizes some kind of transformation in your life, okay? And that's funny because it's making me think of this book that I've been reading for the longest. And Lord, hold on. Is it that book? Is it the one I'm reading now or the one? Hold on, you guys. I can't remember. I think it is. Lord, it's just, I'm literally reading this book so slow, but it's a romance novel. Okay, but he has a symbol on his chest, and it's a symbol of the things that he has gone through in life. Okay, now I'm also thinking of Divergent. All right, and he had tattoos on his back of the 4 fears that he had, that he struggled with. So it's something about that. Maybe you guys got something tattooed on you and it shows that, you may still have it, but you no longer let it burden you. All right. I hope that makes sense. Okay. And it's like tattoos are a scar, right? So it's like you still have these scars, but they're healed now. All right. And this is how you have changed. Your scars are healed. All right. And that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful, part number 1. All right. Also, I did put in a corner, you could have covered a tattoo. All right. So take it how it resonates. Maybe you got something covered up. So it's like, nope, I'm not going to let this define me no more. Okay. I do feel like, again, I went back to, you guys had to learn the hard way. So you're no longer repeating old cycles. This is how you have change in people's eyes. Okay. You're also, there's a type change. Okay. Maybe like actually typing different. I don't know. Or again, your physical type. You no longer go for the type that you normally do. I feel like you have changed in people's eyes because you're exploring new, different people. So this is again showing that you are in a whole new different energy. All right. Again, that past is in your past. It's no longer in your present. It's no longer a story for you. Okay. And it's like she looks sad, but she also looks like she's ready. Like she's ready for this change. All right. So again, it talks about the scar. Like you have scars, but you no longer let it define you. Okay, and I did put dandelion and sunflower. So it's funny because I see that this is a sunflower, but I accidentally called it a dandelion. So I just was like, you know what, write it down because it may be symbolic. So I'm going to read you the Google meanings of these flowers. Okay, so the first one, dandelion. It's a symbol of hope and the power to manifest our deepest desires. Okay, so a lot of you guys have also changed. Maybe you are, wishing a lot more. You're picking up dandelions, you're blowing into these dandelions and you're making a wish. I feel like you have changed because a lot of people see that you are actually welcoming in this hope. Like, again, you may have once been like, oh, I don't deserve this. And now you're like, no, I have hope for myself. Like, I know I'm deserving of so much. All right. And also, on a spiritual level, dandelions help us purify feelings of anger. All right. And That's crazy because, like I said in that image, she seems sad, but she seems also ready. Like she's ready to do this. Like I've been ready. All right. So yeah, you have changed because you're no longer giving people the time, the day. You're not feeding into the crap. I feel like I want you to be happier is something that you actually want for the people that wronged you. You're like, I want you to be happy, but that doesn't mean happy with me. It's like happy with yourself. All right. So you have changed because you wish healing on people. You wish healing on people that have hurt you. Okay. And then for sunflowers, the meaning, it says the sunflower can also be seen as a symbol of enlightenment, spiritual awakening, and personal growth. All right. So, and I feel drawn to read this. It says its bright yellow petals and radiant energy are thought to bring positivity and joy into people's lives. So this is how you have changed pile number 1. All right. Wait, let me go back to the pile number 1's image. All right, so yes, this is how you have changed pile number 1 because you actually want people to be happy. Like you see someone suffering, you actually, you want them to be happy. You don't want people to suffer. I feel like you hold a lot of empathy because of the things that you have been through. All right, you've been in a lot of people's shoes, so you can relate to a lot of people, and this is how you have changed. All right, so let's read your channel message from the oracle. All right, so you guys got number 4, moon dance. Okay, so this is how it looks. All right, so moon dance, daring, balance, easiness, adventure, perspective. Look at this girl balancing on a rope, waltzing with the moon. She is dancing through life. To be this confident is a gift you should be aware of and treasure. Be brave and adventurous. Get out of your comfort zone and see life from a different perspective. If you maintain a balance between levity and lightheartedness, you can stay above the everyday noise that threatens to bring us down. Feel the night breeze in your hair and adventure in your soul. All right, some of you guys could also be driving more at night. Maybe this is something that you didn't like doing. All right, I feel like you have changed because you no longer fear something. All right, that may not sound like what, but that is a thing. Some people don't like driving at night, driving in the rain. Okay. So yeah, you have changed because you're facing your fears. You're no longer fearful of something. You're no longer fearful of that person. All right. Maybe this is again, the people that hurt you. Also, I did put down, a child who needed their mom or their dad. So you have forgiven your parents. You have forgiven your parents. You have changed because you don't want to be like your parents. You want to raise your kids a different way. If you guys have kids, if you don't have kids, maybe you decided you don't want kids. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like you are definitely healing your inner child. You have healed a lot so far. And I feel like just from here on out, you're going to notice yourself being a lot more happier. Okay. And this is how you have changed. So let's pull just a couple cards from the oracle. All right, so angels, my ancestors, my spirits, and my spirit guides. Some of you guys could be listening to Megan Thee Stallion. I was hearing that body wavy, curvy waist song. I feel like you definitely have changed because your body has changed, okay? I feel like this goes back to you taking better care of yourself, okay? Now, this doesn't feel like this is your present energy that, the traumatic experiences. It just feels like, you may still talk about it, but you talk about it in a way like, I went through this, and I still have days where I struggle with it, more days than others, right? But I also feel like you have changed because you are now like, wow, we have collaboration. But I was going to say now you are like ready. You're ready for new. You're ready for new energy. So we have collaboration. So the keywords backup, unity, and enhancement. So you have changed. I feel like you guys are more social nowadays. Okay. Again, and it's funny because look, collaboration, it's like they're at work, right? So you have changed a lot in your coworkers' eyes. Okay, they see you are coming to work happy, you want to do more. Even if it's not do more, you may just be happy to do your work. Okay, take it how it resonates. But I also feel like this also again goes back to maybe you're not hanging around the type that you used to. So it's like you changed up everything. You changed up your friend group. You changed up, your lifestyle. Look at this. We have stubbornness. You're no longer doing this. It's like now it's like you are listening to everything. I feel like you have also changed because you're paying attention to maybe how you feel more. Okay, I feel like therapy may have been like a really big help for you, or maybe there's someone in your life that has been very therapeutic. Okay, this doesn't even have to be an actual physical person. Maybe this is a practice that you do. All right, religious practice, spiritual practice. I don't know, it feels like you have learned to stay grounded in something. All right, and this is how you have changed. All right, some of you guys could be wearing more yellow, or maybe yellow is your favorite color. In the back of the deck, we have death. So again, it goes back to you have put an end to something. You no longer fear something. You're not this stubborn person no more. All right. You may have had people in your ears say like, hey, you need to leave this person. You need to leave this situation. But it's like, only you could tell yourself that. And this is how you have changed because you actually have done that. All right. So I'm just going to pull a couple cards from tarot. 77 could be significant, 79 could be significant, or 45. Some of you guys, this could have to do with your mother, all right? Maybe your mother is seeing you change, okay? Yeah. All right, anything else, Spirit? Birds are also symbolic in here. I feel like you guys are like, you're flying out of the nest now, and it feels like the nest was like your bubble, a place where you would go to hide, a place where you were not even comfortable. It's just, maybe something you only knew, and it's like you have finally gotten yourself out of that. All right. And this is how you have changed. I feel like exes know like they cannot come back. They know they cannot, say the same things. And it's not just ex-partners. It's ex-people in general. All right. The people that were in this energy with you, they cannot come back in your life unless they have changed. I feel like this is why you, again, want them to be happier, because you actually want best for people. You have healed from something and you want healing for others. Okay, so let's see. We got the 5 of Rings. So this is the 5 of Pentacles. You have changed because you have, again, let go of something. You no longer participate in something. You have decided to withdraw your energy. And it's funny because, it's not funny. I got a bad habit of saying that, you guys. But I feel like Spirit is referring to someone deciding to step away from a group, all right, and actually sit with something, all right. This could be withdraw. Okay, so it's like you are being forced. Oh my gosh, you guys, and look, she's sweating. She's literally sweating, and that's one of the symptoms of withdrawal, right? So this could actually be like actual withdrawal, maybe this was drug related, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like you guys was around a toxic group of people, a toxic connection, a toxic friendship, a toxic way of thinking. And you actually had to sit with yourself for some time. All right. Maybe it was a couple months, a couple years. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like you're not in this place no more. This is how you have changed in people's eyes, because it's like the bottom says insecure. It's like that's below you now. You have worked on something. You have worked on your physique. You have worked on your mental health. You have worked on all of that. You are still actively healing your childhood wounds, but Spirit is making me feel like you have healed so much already that, again, it shows. And this is how you have changed, because people see that they cannot, again, come back to you. They can't. All right, and this, we got the cocktail party. That's number 17. And then look what's in the back, you guys. That's number 15, the devil. But it's the villain in this deck. So again, the devil talks about the toxicity, the bad habits, the negative mindset, the feeling of being trapped. All right, you struggled with something severely. All right. that is definitely evident here. And it's evident also that you have put an end to it. All right. I feel like you are cheering yourself on a lot more. You should be so proud of yourself. Continue to be proud of yourself. Pawn number one, I see you buying yourself flowers. I see you treating yourself just to happier things. All right. Okay, maybe you're going out more with friends. You're celebrating a lot. Okay, I definitely feel like you changed up your group, your friend group. Okay, definitely changed up your friend group. Okay, so maybe instead of having, actual alcohol in the drinks, maybe you're doing those, I forgot what those new drinks are called, the ones that don't have alcohol in it, but it's like maybe you're going, virgin drinks now, something like that. You have changed something. Your lifestyle has changed, and this is how people have, this is how you have changed people's eyes. Okay, some of you guys, I feel like your actual eyes has changed. You're either not wearing contacts anymore, you're either wearing contacts or you're wearing glasses. Take it how it resonates, but I also feel like the way you see yourself now. All right, and I'm smiling more, so I feel like you are smiling more. Pawn number one, you're smiling a lot more. You have so many things around you. You have people making you smile. I feel like there's definitely someone here, a guide, guardian angel, a person, a love interest, take it how it resonates, but you are glowing. This is how you have changed. Okay, so if this resonated with you, pawn number one, feel free to let me know. I would love to know. With that being said, love and light, and bye-bye. All right, so if you chose pawn number two, this is your reading, pawn number two. So let's see, how have you changed in people's eyes? Okay, so I did write down some channel messages, and I also did pre-pull an oracle card from the Oracle of the Mystical Moments. Okay, before we read that, we're going to read your channel messages first. Okay, so I have the image up here. All right, so the first channel message that I got, you guys, was cold feet. All right, my feet actually started getting cold. So I took that as you guys could have struggled with holding yourself back. All right, and then I started noticing how the images are actually in the back of this person's mind. Okay, so it does feel like you have changed in people's eyes because you could have been someone that self-sabotaged a lot. Okay, I feel like you guys may be working on not doing that so much. Okay, it doesn't feel like you truly found a cure yet for self-sabotage, but you guys are actually working on it. Okay, and this is how you are changing in people's eyes. Okay, and I did put down dreams and ideas are being put in the back of your mind. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys may have struggled with not believing in yourself. Okay, this could have been, since growing up. Okay, but I feel like Spirit was making me feel as if you guys have something very special, and you may not see how special it is. Okay, and again, it goes back to putting it kind of behind you, so other people may see this, but you may not see the special talent or the special gifts that you carry as a person. All right, but you have changed in people's eyes because you are changing this mindset. Okay, you are changing this. I did pick up on that in the channel messages. Okay, I did put down you have changed because now you seem to be exploring more of these dreams and aspirations of yours. Okay, so if any of you guys may have, once wanted something, now you're actually getting it for yourself. All right, I was just thinking of something random, like, okay, I always wanted, what is it? A white fence. So you actually painted your fence white. All right, that's just an example, but I feel like this is how you have changed in people's eyes because you're actually giving yourself that. You're giving yourself what you want. Okay, and it doesn't feel like it's an unhealthy, balance, like, oh, like you need all this. It's not that. It's like you are actually giving yourself the things that you always wanted. Okay. Also, I did put down, I noticed how there are sections being made in the images. Okay, so if you look at the images, there are sections here, and it kind of shows that, maybe you're getting yourself a lot more organized. Okay, you could also be starting over with something as well. Okay, so maybe, land, buying new land, something like that here. Okay. I did put you're becoming more organized and clear on what it is that you want and don't want. All right. And this is how you have changed again, because some of you guys may have also been silent. Like you may have kept everything in the back of your mind, like the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions that you wanted to express. You may have never expressed that. And now you are expressing that. This is how you have changed. You guys are using your voice a lot more. You're speaking about it, whatever this is, all right? Whatever the scenarios that was in your head, you may be speaking about that. I feel like you guys definitely struggled with something, okay? This could have definitely, I don't know, maybe you guys are diagnosed with something. I don't know, take it how it resonates, but I do feel like you struggled with something and now you're speaking about it. You are speaking about it, okay? So yeah, you're becoming more organized and clear on what it is that you want. And then I did put sorting laundry. Okay, so that's how I was also kind of seeing this. You know how, well, I don't really do it, but sometimes I do. Sometimes, rare. Okay, but you know how like we sort laundry into lights, darks, and whites, right? And the reason we do that is, so the colors don't bleed, right? So if there's something symbolic about that here. I feel like maybe you are realizing why you may have suffered from something, okay? You realize you needed to organize something. And this is how you have changed. I feel like you guys may actually you may have put yourself on like a routine, a certain schedule, okay? This could also talk about like a medication. Maybe you got some medication in order now, okay? I know like doctors are quick to give medications now, but it's like you figured out what works best for you and what doesn't work best for you. So it's again, the sorting here, all right? I feel like you guys have really sat down and sorted something in your life. And this is how you have changed in people's eyes, because maybe this is something that you didn't do. Maybe you were quick to get that prescription, and it's like now you may be asking questions like, hey, what are the side effects? How long do I have to stay on this? Like there's things that you are now starting to speak about, okay? And it's possible now that things are more organized, it could also be maybe in your mind, like things are just a lot more clear, like you're able to think clear, like it feels like mental clarity. So it's like now you have the capacity to really, question things. You're starting to question things. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. Like, hold on, I'm noticing this is not okay. I'm noticing that may be okay. Like it's something about that here, okay? So let's see, where did I sorting laundry? Okay. I did put down, I feel like you have come forward with things. So this could be, again, maybe you have spoken about things that bothered you, that you suffered with, okay? Maybe you now speak about like, hey, like I always had this issue with someone, and you may not, be addressing it in a point where, you're aggressive, but you are addressing it. You're no longer keeping quiet, okay? This is how you have changed in people's eyes, all right? I do pick up on maybe some people preferred you to keep your mouth shut, but now you're not keeping it shut, okay? He's looking down, all right? So it's like, this could have been maybe something that you also struggled with, like you looked down upon yourself, okay? And now you are addressing a lot of things, all right, within yourself, all right? And also your environment as well, all right? I see a lot of sorting happening here, okay? And this is how you have changed in people's eyes. You're getting yourself in order, okay? I did put getting things off your chest. All right. So what you always wanted, or maybe what you always, what did I put? What you always wanted, or maybe what always affected you. Okay. You now speak about it. Okay. So this again goes back to, the things that you now, have the advantage of having. So again, that was just an example of the white fence, okay? So maybe you guys are in a better place. You could be maybe in your own place now, or you are again on your feet. Like there's something about you being able to have something that you didn't have before, okay? And this is how you have changing people's eyes, because they see this new door that you have walked into. It has granted you something, and I feel like it also has, allowed you to sit down, clear some things, get some things sorted out, okay? Get rid of some things, take out that garbage, okay? Something about that here, and this is how you have changing people's eyes, okay? I did put, it feels like you are starting over something, okay? I was seeing a dump truck. I don't even know if that's what they're called. I just put dump truck, okay? So I was seeing the dump truck like just putting new soil on the ground, okay? So again, it goes back to what I was getting about you learning from scratch again, or just starting over, reorganizing, okay? And again, these images are kind of sectioned, right? Yeah, it does feel like you have changed also. Maybe you guys are into chakras, okay? Because that's what it's kind of reminding me of, like the sections, the levels, okay? So you are learning the balancing of your chakras, okay? Maybe you guys are also speaking about that. Take it how it resonates, okay? I did put off that you may have cut off family, or you may have made amends with family. It doesn't mean the entire family. Maybe you have made amends with some people. Take it how it resonates with your situation, but you have changed because you have been able to take that next step in doing that. And I'm not saying that you have to do that, all right? Family sometimes can just mean a word. It could just be a word, right? So maybe you realize what who are the people that were actually your family, okay? And you are keeping those people, beside you. And maybe you are speaking up, about the reasons why you reacted to certain things. You could be apologizing, speaking about things, getting things off your chest. This is how you have changed in people's eyes, because I feel like a lot of people are also understanding what you were going through, what was going on in your head, okay? And I feel like this all came from you gaining mental clarity with something. I feel like you realized something, and now you have the ability to speak about it, okay? Because it now makes sense to you now, okay? Take it how it resonates, but I feel like something makes sense with you now, so now you're able to speak about it, all right? And this is how you have changed people's eyes, because people see, the X and the Y and the Z. They see, okay, I see how all this, created the puzzle, all right? It's like the missing piece, all right? I did also put, you have changed people's eyes because you no longer let anger, fear control you, okay? So, yeah, this was another pile that I did pick up on, fear. Okay, and again, that goes back into the beginning of the messages with the cold feet. So that is also symbolic of that, being fearful of something, okay? Maybe fear of change, okay? So yeah, the way you address things now is much more different. You have a calmer approach with with others, okay? So yeah, it's, for some reason I keep getting an image of like a picnic, or like a family picnic or a family reunion. I don't know, take it how it resonates, but it's like I see, people coming together again, and this is how you have changed. Maybe you have come back now. Maybe you are coming to the family reunions. I don't know, take it how it resonates. I feel like someone was away. Maybe they were struggling with something. Again, the mind, all right? The mind can get the best of us sometimes, okay? And you have gained this mental clarity, so now you may understand, like, wait, maybe I did self-sabotage, maybe I wasn't right with that, all right? But I see you also sorting the laundry, so you're understanding, okay, that also wasn't okay, that person, what they did wasn't okay. So you are realizing the rights and the wrongs between yourself and others, all right? And this is how you have changed in people's eyes. I feel like a lot of people are understanding you, okay? Then I also did put revisiting your childhood. Okay. So maybe you are revisiting the places that, did create this ruckus. All right. And you are maybe giving it peace, and it's funny, it's making me think of like past life regressions. Okay. That's something that me and Fairy Sage Mother have watched before. And one of the videos that we watched, I remember the instructor, she told the client to basically hug hug your past self, thank her, stuff like that. So maybe this is something that you're doing, take it how it resonates. All right. That's just an example, but it does feel like a past life regression may be significant here. Maybe you guys have gotten one. So that's what the pieces are coming together. So maybe you had a past life regression and you realize, okay, now I see why I am the way I am in this life. All right. Now I see the missing piece, the missing puzzle. All right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. But I feel like you have changed in people's eyes because people are understanding you. They're understanding you because you're now speaking up. You're no longer bottling things inside. You're no longer keeping all of these secrets to yourself. The things that you struggled with, you're no longer embarrassed about it. You're like, you know what? Hey, I am struggling with this, and you're speaking about it. Maybe you guys could have gotten help, to help this. Like I said, I was picking up on balancing chakras. So you have gotten some kind of help, some kind of guidance, and now you're able to come back and start over. All right. That's probably why I was getting that dump truck. Okay. So you guys probably had an overload. That truck dumped all of it out, laid it all out, and you had to really sit there and sort all of this out. All right. So that wasn't easy. Okay. So give yourself grace. Pawn number 2, give yourself grace. All right. And I also did put, some of you guys could be like in military, army, navy. I was picking up on that. Like maybe you guys were raised by dad or mom in the military, army, navy, etc. Okay. And you guys were disciplined heavily. So you may have not been given the safe space to express yourself. Okay. And you are learning now how to do that. This is how you have changed. You are now able to do this. Okay. You are being more patient with yourself. All right. I do feel like some of you guys are also working on not self-sabotaging so much. All right. Like I said, I did put down, you may have not found the solution yet, but you are working on it. Okay. So again, thank yourself, thank your present self, thank your past self, all of that. Okay. Okay, so I also did put down, you are growing all over again. Okay, so I did put that down because I was seeing like a child and it was another child and they were like growing. Okay, so this could be, maybe you have children, maybe you see, okay, I got a son to raise, I got a daughter to raise, I got children to raise. Okay, so you are really prioritizing things. Like I said, someone has really sat down and unloaded this dump truck. Okay, and you're actually sitting down and you're organizing things, you're prioritizing things, you're getting yourself together, you're on your feet again. Okay, you have given yourself another chance. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. I feel like you guys have really struggled with a lot. I see that, I feel that, and you have really put stuff on the back burner, and now it's like kind of all coming to the surface, and it does feel like an overload, but you are handling it. Pawn number 2. Okay, so the last couple messages I did put, okay, Lord, I need to get a bigger book. Because these messages are getting a lot of the trauma destruction. Okay, so yes, I did put, I sense a lot of trauma and destruction. Okay, so, and then I did go back to the dump truck. Okay, and I put the dump truck is coming back to lay new soil for you. Okay, so again, you have changed because you have now given yourself a new slate. Okay, you have organized something. You have gotten your mind together, okay? And I say that in a way like you have really healed something. You have worked on something. We all go through things in life, right? We all struggle with things. And I feel like you are understanding that. You are understanding that, you know what? I did go through this. I did struggle with this and it did affect me. And I now have to address it. I now have to heal this within me. So this is how you have changed, because you're doing it. You're working on it every day. Every day you're working on it, okay? And I did put in the corner, some of you guys may have been homeless or just you grew up not having much, okay? So now that goes back to why I said you're treating yourself to things. And again, that fence was an example. But this could be really like, okay, you know what? I always wanted to buy a cat. I'm going to get a cat. You know, something about that here. You're just treating yourself to things that you always wanted, maybe growing up and you never could have. You maybe wanted dessert before dinner, okay? And you're having dessert before dinner, okay? You're giving yourself grace. You're giving yourself freedom, all right? And this is how you have changed in people's eyes, okay? And that's so beautiful, Pod number 2. My heart feels for you. All right. And again, be proud of yourself, because I sense you have worked on yourself. You're changing for the better. Okay. So let's go to your oracle message. So you guys got number 20, which is under my umbrella. Okay. Now, every time I get this card, it just reminds me of Rihanna, because she has a song, Under My Umbrella. Okay. And Lord, if I'm not mistaken, I think the last time I said that in another video, the umbrella was symbolic of like a protection, right? So I do feel like you guys have learned maybe how to protect yourself, learn how to give yourself grace, learn how to love each side of you, okay? So again, that goes back to the past self, the present self, and even your future self, okay? Because the future is like, if you think about it, the future is something that we, hope for, right? We hope to be, even better. For example, like today, I hope to have an even better day tomorrow. Like, it's like giving that hope to your future self. Like, yeah, you can do it. You will do it. You have done it, okay? So, yeah, number 20, you guys got compassion. I love it. See, you're giving yourself compassion. So, compassion, care, friendship, protection. Okay, maybe that's why I said it last time, because the umbrella was protection. Okay, y'all, I'll be having like moments because I really do forget what I be channeling. Like, that's how I know I'm channeling, because I forget it. So I have to write it down. It's crazy. Okay, back to what I was saying. A man is perched on the back of a giant parrot. He is holding an umbrella, which keeps the bird dry from the rain. This man is happy to help. He does not fear climbing up the big bird or a possible nip from her sharp back. He is optimistic that his small umbrella is good enough to protect the bird from the weather. He is a true friend, aware of the power of a helping touch or smile to brighten someone's day. In turn, he is rewarded with a burst of color in his own life. Wow. So you have changed in people's eyes because you're also helping someone. You're helping someone else, okay? You guys could have like a new found friendship with someone, okay? And, maybe there's a closeness now, okay? You guys are helping each other, building each other up, protecting each other, all right? It could be a cat. I did give an example of a cat. So it could be a cat, it could be a bird. Take it how it resonates with your situation. But I also feel like this is yourself. Like, Spirit is making me go back to, again, that past life regression. You have given each life, grace, a hug, compassion, all right? You have forgiven yourself. This is how you have changed in people's eyes, okay? So let's pull from an oracle, and then we're going to pull from tarot, okay? So let's see. My angels, my ancestors, my spirit team, my spirit guides. Pod number 2, please and thank you. How have they changed in people's eyes? Some of you guys could be wearing more color. All right, because this this image is, it's the color's starting to come out, right? So you could be wearing more color. We have profession. Okay, so some of you guys could have also taken this talent of yours seriously. All right, I was getting that in the beginning. Someone here has a gift. Someone here has a really good gift. It could be painting. It could be painting. It doesn't have to be, you guys. You have something special, and you could be, getting that LLC. Maybe you got a new job. All right, you are getting back on your feet. Okay, we have triumph. All right, so some of you guys are maybe self-employed now. Take it how it resonates, because he is multitasking. You see? So it's like, and it goes back to what I was saying about the organizing, the prioritizing. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's literally what I'm getting. Oh, and I forgot to read the keywords: expertise, omniscience, and talent. Oh, and the talent. See, you guys have talent. You guys have talent. Some of you guys could have also gotten like a part-time job. You may not need this job, but you got it, okay? So the cards that fell out was justice and libation, okay? So again, that goes back to like the profession card. So you got something legalized, okay? Maybe you guys, again, could have maybe gotten help. All right, take it how it resonates. But I feel like also with the libation here, this could have been maybe like a balance. Like you guys started going, to church, or you just started meditating, you started praying, you started really believing in yourself. All right, you really started watering something. All right, watering yourself, watering your plants. Take it how it resonates. Pile number 2. But I do feel like this is how you have changed in people's lives, because you have gotten yourself in order. You gotten yourself more balanced, mental clarity. Okay, so let's see. From tarot, angels, my sisters, and spirit team, and spirit guides. Anything? Oh, some of you guys could have maybe done like a major chop. Doesn't have to be. This could have been maybe again just removing stuff that didn't serve you. Okay. So pile number 2. Also 25 could be significant, because I did see the timestamp 25, and then also 11, or maybe 111. Okay. You could be seeing those numbers. All right, so let's see. Oh, some of you guys could be playing numbers. Yeah, oh my gosh. So this talks about, again, taking a chance on yourself, realizing that, because what are those, the odds? I don't know the numbers, but you know how they give like the odds of winning. It's like you're realizing, okay, I'm a part of that odd. I'm a part of that. So you could be doing that. This is how you have changed, because you're believing in yourself. You're believing in yourself. I love this. I love, so far these 2 piles have been beautiful. So anything else, Spirit? Please and thank you. How have they changed? You guys, why do we got the number 10? You see that dice? You see the dice. So again, it goes back to you taking a chance. Not even a risk. It just feels like a chance. Like you guys could be maybe, again, prioritizing, maybe you're not gambling too much, but you're gambling enough where you're investing in yourself. It's like giving yourself that opportunity to bring something in for you. Okay. You are becoming that odd. All right. I love that. So we also have the Knight of Mirrors. So the Knight of Mirrors, that's the Knight of Swords. Okay. And then we have the meth head underneath. Okay. So again, this doesn't have to be like you guys was on meth. Not that. It just feels like you guys have, again, cleared something out, okay? You have addressed something, okay? You realize, you know what? Maybe this isn't the best for me. Let me redo this, okay? So it's like you're taking that dice, you're rolling it over, you're giving it a chance. You guys have changed your life in a amazing way, but again, it doesn't feel like this was an easy change, okay? Maybe you guys had to experience some heavy stuff, okay? Again, this is kind of dark, but it's like the light is coming out of it, right? So again, I did write down homeless or just grew up not having much. So this is how you have changed, because it's like those situations humbled you. Those situations changed you. Those situations were a catalyst to your transformation now. All right. I feel like you guys are in a better place. You are in such a better place mentally. Some of you guys, this could also be like you actually physically moved out of a bad neighborhood to a better place. Okay, take it how it resonates with you. Also, number 10 could be significant. So 10 talks about, the completion of cycles. I love that. It's like, okay, that's over with. It's behind me now. All right. So let's see. Well, let's get one more. Anything else, Spirit? Also, some of you guys could be going to the gym more. It's like the way you're expressing your anger or like getting your anger out could be in the form of physical activity. So you could be doing boxing. You could be doing karate. Okay, that just came out of nowhere. Karate. All right, that's from SpongeBob. Karate. Or you could just be like running, jogging. I don't know. Like whatever you're doing amazing. Keep it chill. Keep it chill, boo-boo. Keep it chill. Number 14. That's the sun card. All right. Wait, is that the sun card? Hold on. Because this kind of throws me off. No, that's not the sun card. That's temperance. Oh, my Lord. Okay. So, number 14, y'all. Temperance. Keep it chill. So, yeah, it's like you're keeping it cool, keeping it calm, keeping it collective, I feel like you guys may have really struggled with built up anger, built up tension. And I keep doing this. So you guys could be really boxing. You are learning ways to cope with things in a healthier way. You're not going to the drugs. You're not going to the alcohol. You're not going to the fighting, the gossiping, or again, the gambling. Okay. You may be doing this in moderation. All right. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like you guys are definitely keeping it chill now. All right. You're staying out of trouble. All right. Whatever trouble that was for you. All right. I feel like your mind is so much better, so much clearer. All right. And I'm seeing cucumbers. So this could also talk about maybe you're feeding what you're eating, okay? You're feeding your mind healthier stuff. You're feeding your body healthier stuff, all right? Also, you're giving yourself treatments, okay? So like, the cucumbers on the eye. So it's like spas. Like you're treating yourself to stuff that you always wanted to do because you're deserving of this. You're so deserving of this, part number 2, all right? I see also the sunglasses have been put down. So it's like, again, you now are not seeing these rose-colored glasses no more. You're seeing what it is. All right. So that's how you were able to actually organize. That's how you were able to prioritize, get yourself together, because you had to see some stuff. Again, maybe it wasn't stuff that you wanted, because again, that dump truck was an overload, right? But you needed that. Something needed to happen for this to, prosper. All right. So this is how you have changed. I feel like you're doing a great job. Butterflies can be significant. Okay. Or like ice. All right. Take it how it resonates. But I do feel like you guys are keeping yourself calm now. Cool and calm. All right. So if this resonates with you, feel free to let me know. I would love to know. With that being said, love and light, and bye-bye. All right. So if you chose pot number 3, this is your reading, pot number 3. So let's see, how have you changed in people's eyes? Okay. So as always, I did write down some channel messages, and I also did pull an oracle card for you guys from the Oracle of Mystical Moments. you were actually the only pile that got 2 cards, okay? So I'm interested to see, the description of the cards. So first, let's read the channel messages, okay? The picture's up. All right, so the first thing that I noticed, you guys, was the tattoo over the eyebrow. I did write that down, and it says vulnerable, okay? So this could be one of the things, how you have changed in people's eyes, that you have become more vulnerable. All right. So, and I just heard more receptive. Okay. So a lot of you guys could be stepping more into your feminine energy. And it's, again, masculine watching, feminine watching. It doesn't matter. It just feels like with the feminine energy here, it's like you are being much more open, and softer with your life. Okay. Softer with yourself. Okay. Again, becoming more vulnerable. So maybe you guys are, allowing yourself to cry it out. You're expressing your feelings. You are connecting more with your softer side. You're connecting more with your emotions. Okay, so you are speaking from the heart. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. Okay, this could have been maybe something you struggled with, in connections, friendships, or even yourself. Okay, and you are actually, showing up for yourself in that way, and also showing up for others in that way. Okay. I did put someone having a heart-to-heart conversation with someone, okay? So you are also expressing your needs, okay? This is how you have changed in people's eyes. Maybe you were someone that did not. You put other people's feelings first, other people's needs first, and it's like, no. I'm putting myself first. I'm putting my needs first, okay? So this is also how you have changed in people's eyes, okay? Some of you guys could have maybe come from pile number 1, because I think that was also a similar message in pile number 1. Or maybe you picked another pile. All right, take it how it resonates, but I do pick up on that, okay? And it's funny because she has hazel eyes too, and that was another thing that I noticed, okay? So, and then I also did I put down, I see you have changed by learning to get your point across without becoming aggressive or raising your voice. So this could have been something that you struggled with, okay? It does feel like, maybe you grew up around people, that how they got their point across, they were raising their voice, they were yelling, they were hitting, and you have changed in people's eyes because you broke from that. You broke away from that. You don't want that. Okay. So maybe you have a different way of expressing yourself. It could be crying. Now when you speak about the things you do, allow yourself to cry. You allow yourself to feel what you are feeling. Okay. You could also be doing that now. Like you are sitting with feelings. You are sitting with the things, the thoughts, that may be surfacing, okay? Take it how it resonates, but this is how you have changed. In people's eyes, pile number 3. Also, I did put something about talking over someone, okay? Now, I started laughing because I was like, okay, hold on. Is Spirit calling me out? Because this is actually something that I struggle with, all right? And I did put, also something I struggle with, all right? So maybe this is another thing, how you have changed in people's eyes. You do not talk over someone, all right? And now, when I say that I struggle with that, you guys, I'm not saying like, I wanted to be the only one to get my point across. It's not that. It's like, even when I'm excited, or like I hear someone say something and I relate to it, or like, oh, I maybe forgot to mention something, like I would literally speak over that person. And that has something that I realized about myself, and it's not intentional. It's just something that I've noticed. So I just thought that was funny when I got that message. I'm like, are they calling me out? But yeah, this could be maybe something that you have addressed. All right. So I need to get like you. Part number 3. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. You let people speak. You wait until they are done that last sentence, and you then say your side. You then say what you wanted to say, or just get it all out. All right. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. I do feel like there's a calmer approach with everything about this. Everything that you do. Okay. I hope that makes sense. This goes back to that softerness with you that I feel, pile number 3. So you're being more soft with yourself. Okay. Also with others. All right. You guys could be maybe changing up your discipline style. You're not hitting, you're not spanking, you're talking, letting them, talk it out. Something like that here. All right, and it's funny how like my ears started like itching. So again, you're listening. You're listening more. All right. You're allowing yourself to maybe hear and understand before reacting. If this is how you have changed in people's eyes, I think that's amazing. Honestly, like that has something that I've seen a lot. And that's not easy. That is so not easy to do. So this is something that you have conquered, I feel. All right, pot number 3. So you, again, you sit down with people, you hear them out, even with disputes, arguments, things that could escalate quickly. You actually hear this person out, or you hear the situation out, or you allow yourself to maybe have time, have space to think about the next thing to say. Okay, so this is also how you have change. You're thinking before you speak. Okay, so I did put down angel number 111. Okay, so I put that down because that's an angel number that I did see. So that's why I said you guys could have maybe come from another pile, because there was another pile I did mention that angel number. Okay. Then the next message that I got was, you may have quit something. Okay, so this is how you have changed in people's eyes, because you could have quit a job. You could have, quit working for someone. Maybe this wasn't like an actual employer. This could have been maybe you were doing something for someone, and maybe you notice, okay, this environment is stressful, or this person's taking advantage of me, something about that here, and you called it quits. All right, so this is how you have changed. You are sticking up for yourself more, but you're not sticking up for yourself more aggressively. Okay, it's calmer, it's assertive, and this is how you have changed in people's eyes. I also feel like some of you guys could have quit doing something. This could have been a bad habit of yours. Again, that goes back to what I was saying, how I need to work on that. I need to work on letting people speak, even though I may get too excited and I want to share my story, share my side. I need to work on that myself. So, this could have been maybe something similar. You realize a habit that needs to go, that you need to quit. Okay. And you have done it. And this is how you have changed. Okay. I also was getting something with your hair. So I did put down, you quit perming your hair. So maybe you quit dyeing it too much. You quit putting those chemicals. Okay. And it's funny, I love her hairstyle here. It's like very different, very cute. And this could be maybe something you're doing. This is how you have changed. You trying a whole new different hair style. Maybe this is something you're doing every day. You're changing it up every day, but you're no longer, doing what you used to do to your hair. Okay. I did put down, instead of perming, maybe you're doing oil treatments. Instead of straightening it, maybe you're doing, those hair wraps, or like the rods, the curling rods. Okay. You're not putting heat, causing heat damage to your hair. You're using alternatives, okay, to style your hair. Okay, this can even go to the products that you're using. You're actually paying attention to the ingredients that's in products. All right, this could actually be skincare products, or actually foods that you eat. Okay, and this is how you have changed. I do feel like someone here has also lost a lot of weight, and this is how you have changed in people's eyes. Okay, so maybe someone could be noticing like your neck, is slimmer, something, your face is slimmer, something about that here. And this is how you have changed in people's eyes. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Learning how to style your natural hair. Okay. Also, some of you guys could have maybe gotten locks. If not, again, it just goes back to you are using your natural hair. So instead of maybe wearing wigs that required you to glue them, maybe you're doing sew-ins, or you're doing those head wrap wigs. I think those are what they're called, the head wraps. If I'm not mistaken, that's what they're called, head wraps. Okay, I don't know though. But yeah, take it how it resonates. Maybe you are again trying to do whatever you need to do so it's less damage. Okay, so yeah, and I love that. Pot number 3. Also, I did write down a channel message. Someone is finding your natural beauty to be breathtaking. All right. So you have changed in people's eyes because I feel like this is also something that you have woken up to. You realize I don't need to perm my hair. I don't need to add heat to my hair. I don't need to add extensions to my hair. I love my natural hair. All right. And it doesn't have to be hair. It's like yourself. You don't need to wear makeup. She is wearing makeup in here, but she's also, again, beautiful without the makeup. So this could be maybe something that you're learning to do. Be more vulnerable in that. All right. You're learning to put yourself out there without having that filter, without having, all the makeup, all the glitz, all the glam. Okay. It's like you're showing up who you are. All right. And you're learning to love yourself for that. Okay. You're finding yourself to be beautiful, good looking, handsome, without all of that extra stuff. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. Okay. Some of you guys could be maybe adding just jewelry, instead of the makeup. You're using an alternative. Okay. So take it how it resonates with you. But it does feel like this alternative is just less damaging. All right. And yeah, this could definitely be like makeup, okay? Because it's like makeup is like you put that over, to hide something, right? And it's like now you're learning to not hide this. You're not hiding something about yourself. This is how you have changed. It doesn't have to be exactly makeup, you guys. This is just an example that Spirit is giving me. But you're learning to come out more of your shell. You're learning to put yourself out there without having all of these, altercations. Okay. Also, when I did put down someone is finding your natural beauty to be breathtaking, I wrote down next to it, someone is also being inspired by you. Okay. So it's like you showing up, naturally who you are without all of this. It's inspiring someone else. Okay. So whether you are on social media, whether you are posting, whether you are, maybe talking to your friends or your sisters, your brothers, your parents, and they're seeing, oh my gosh, like I noticed pot number 3 doesn't have all that stuff on them, or they don't have that, extra stuff added to them. It's like they're seeing this and they're being inspired. Like, okay, you're making me want to rock my natural state. You're making me want to, post a video, like put myself out there in that way. Okay. You are inspiring people. All right. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. All right. It's the comfort that you have found within yourself, your natural self. All right. It's making you look good. Pot number 3, making you look good, making you feel good, all that good stuff. Okay. And it's funny because when I put someone being inspired by you, I was thinking of an artist. Okay. And then I started seeing that scene from Titanic. And I did put Titanic scene where Jack was painting Rose naked. Okay. So again, naked being referred to your authentic self. Okay. So it's like your natural self, nothing covering you up, nothing hiding your natural beauty. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. All right. I feel like a lot of people are seeing who you are because you're actually giving them a chance to see this, who you are without all that extra stuff. Okay. And it feels really like uplifting. So again, I see where Spirit came with, like, you're inspiring other people. You're uplifting other people to do this. Like, you're making people feel confident in themselves. Okay. Some people may relate to you with certain things and they're like, oh, I see pot number 3 still puts themselves out there though. They still, put themselves out there to be seen, even though they may have that fear or they struggle with this. All right. So it's like people are relating to you. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. All right. I also did get a message about detergent. I don't know why. Maybe you guys changing up your detergent or something. I don't know, like what you're using to wash your clothes. I don't know. Check it how it resonates. That was random. Okay. But I also did put down in the corner, maybe you realize you don't need makeup or fillers or filters. Okay. Take it how it resonates, pot number 3. But this is how you have changed in people's eyes. Okay. You're waking up to yourself every day and you're like, I'm beautiful. Oh, I'm sexy. I'm handsome. I can rock anything I want. Okay. It does feel like more body positivity. That's what this energy feels like, okay? And also breaking away from those bad habits of yours, okay? And also maybe addressing the bad habits, okay? So you are definitely, putting some work. Putting some work in yourself, okay? And there's no harm in that. And also, I just noticed she has a tattoo. It sort of looks like a lotus. I don't know. So, maybe you guys are also getting more tattoos as well. You're learning to, just express yourself in different ways. And this is how you have changed in people's eyes. You're adding different kind of colors, all right? Different kind of hairstyles. Maybe you're adding jewelry, hair jewelry, you have changed up your wardrobe, something about that here, okay? So let's go to your oracle messages, you guys. And again, you did get 2. You were the only pile that got 2, okay? So the first one is 34, abracadabra. Look at that. So abracadabra, magic, secrets, patterns, destiny. So it says, rising from a kingdom of skyscrapers, a giant woman glows in the cityscape. She is so tall that she can touch the stars all around her. With her magic wand, she coaxes the future from the constellations. There is such order in the universe, in the golden ratio of nautilus shells, or patterns in the starry night. We can unlock the secrets of the universe. We are all the magicians of our own lives. You have changed in people's lives because you're realizing how you can manifest. You're realizing how you can really change up your life. You can add so much. You can really take your wand and do so much. I feel like you guys are learning how to style yourself. Okay, this is how you have changed in people's eyes. You're learning how to use your own style. You're becoming your own stylist. That's what this is feeling. You're no longer going to someone to do your hair. You're not paying that extra $500 to get your hair done, get your makeup done. It's like you're learning something. Maybe you guys are learning how to do your hair. You're learning how to do, something. Take it how it resonates, but you no longer go to someone or something because you realize, they're taking advantage of me. They're overcharging me for bad quality of service. Take it how it resonates, but this is how you have changed in people's eyes. You're realizing your worth. You are also taking the steps, the proper schooling, proper classing, coach, whatever, and you are learning how to do something yourself. You're realizing you can do it. You can do it. Okay. This could also talk about maybe, you're not spending money on buying food all the time. Maybe you're learning how to actually cook a meal. You are sitting down in that kitchen cooking, cooking that meal. Okay. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. You're no longer, taking the easy routes it feels. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're actually working towards something. And at the end of the day, it does feel like it will benefit you, okay? Yeah, I love that. Okay, so next message, you guys. We got number 39. My home is my castle. All right, and this is how it looks. So number 39. My home is my castle. Experience of life, growth and knowledge and age. Okay, the woman on the card carries a big castle on her shoulders. The castle is solid. It seems like it was growing each year of her life. The castle stands for the woman's soul. Inside its enduring walls, she keeps all her memories, thoughts, knowledge, and feelings. The older the woman gets, the more this fortress of life grows. It keeps her company, defends her against pain, and provides the foundation of her true self to continue its journey. Wow. My home is my castle. Didn't I say that you guys maybe, instead of going out, you're learning to cook a meal, instead of going out to pay that extra, dollar to get your hair done and they may do it wrong. It's like you're learning how to do something yourself. This could be maybe, your nails. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. You're learning how to do something though. All right. And some of you guys may actually be staying home more. Okay. If this is not staying home more, maybe you are just learning how to, I don't know, love yourself. Like your home is yourself. Like you are the foundation. So you are taking care of yourself. You're learning how to be there for yourself. You're learning how to express yourself. And it's funny how it said how each castle grows, each year. And it's like as she gets older, she has, to address this. So it's like this could be also something that you're doing. As time goes on, you're learning different bits and pieces about yourself, and you may be really addressing them. You may be speaking about them. And this is how you have changed in people's eyes, because people see so much growth within yourself. All right. You have grown to be a better person. Like I feel like every day you are working towards being a better you. All right. A lot of you guys could be doing like meditations. Maybe you're learning how to connect with your higher self. All right. I feel like you also are manifesting, you're attracting stuff, and you're realizing you have the ability to do it. You can do it. You have the wand. All right. That's beautiful. Pod number 3. Yeah. And I'm also feel drawn to go back to that Titanic scene. So I do feel like, you have changed people's eyes. Like people are maybe seeing you in the different light. Maybe they're realizing like, oh my gosh, like pod number 3 is really beautiful. And I mean, beautiful inside, beautiful outside. All right. So yeah, I love that for you. You may notice you have like admirers. You have people that, support you, compliment you, that love you. Okay. I feel like once you started loving more of yourself, you may have noticed you are attracting love. All right. And again, love in many different forms. Okay. So let's pull from this oracle. 222 can be significant. I say that because I just seen 222 on the timestamp. So, oh my gosh, it's so funny, you guys. I just peeped. Hold on. Is that a heart or a butterfly? Hold on. I don't know. Okay. It's giving heart or a butterfly. If you look at her earring, it looks similar to a heart, but then it looks similar to a butterfly. So, but again, that kind of goes back to maybe loving the changes, learning how to love your body as it grows, as you get, each day, you may notice something about yourself, and it's like you're learning how to love each of it. Okay. We are growing. We are learning every day. We are always evolving, and you are learning to love that about yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys have changed people's eyes because you no longer stay in the past. Okay. You're being more present. Okay. I love that. All these piles were so beautiful. Like beautiful energy, beautiful messages. Very, very flowing. I love that. So let's see, anything else, Spirit? Please and thank you for pod number 3. How have they changed in people's eyes? Please and thank you. How have they changed in people's eyes? You guys got the memory, but it did kind of come out in reverse. And I feel like this goes back to what I was saying, how you're not in the past anymore. Maybe you like to, look at photos. You see how you have changed, how you have progressed, but then also maybe a part of you sees some things that you don't like. Oh, I see, oh Lord, I'm losing hair right there, or I gained weight, like something like that here. You may be learning that, you know what, I don't need to do that. I need to be more present. I need to be more present because I'm not that person. All right. I'm not that person from 2 years ago, from 3 years ago, 5 years ago, Take it how it resonates, but I do feel like this is how you have changed. You're learning to love yourself. You're learning to maybe take more pictures of yourself. Be more in the moment. Okay, I love that. And also, I feel like you are also creating special moments with people. Okay, and it's funny because it's making me think of that movie. Lord, what is that movie called? I forgot, but it's something with the sadness and anger and happiness, like something, Lord, I forgot what it's called, but it's when she, Lord, now I feel drawn to look up that movie. It's a cartoon though. It's a cartoon, and dang, Lord, I forgot what it's called, you guys. But it's making me think of when they had core memories, okay? And the core memories was something that like you will never forget. Never. Okay, there's always going to be something special. So I feel like you guys are making a lot of those. You're making a lot of core memories, things that you're always going to be like, oh, that was good. That was good days. That was good times. Like, oh, we had a ball, something like that. This could be maybe with people. Okay. And then we have idea. It's funny because I see more optimism, more happiness with you, more enthusiasm with you, pawn number 3. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. I feel like a lot of people see that you're more excited, like to try different things. You have great ideas that you are actually putting to work. You're not just keeping it an idea. You're like actually bringing it down, and you're looking up research, typing it up, investing, something like that. Okay. This is how you have changed. Okay. I love that. I hate when I don't remember stuff because it's like that movie. Okay, so let's see. You guys also got protest. All right, so, hold on. Let me get a clarifier for this protest. Clarifier for this protest, Spirit. Okay, we have schedule, but it's in reverse. Okay, so the fact that it's in reverse, it almost feels like you're no longer doing this. You're no longer, maybe again, raising your voice, speaking over people. You're no longer, also some of you guys may have, like when people had ideas, maybe you were like quick to, oh no, do it this way, do this. Maybe you're also learning, oh no, that sounds great. That's a good idea. Good idea. Good idea, pawn number 3. Okay, so this could also be something, how you have changed in people's eyes. You're realizing that everyone has so many great ideas. We are all different people, and that's what makes us unique, right? So you're realizing you're not the only one that's great and amazing. There's other great and amazing souls out there. All right. I love that. Yeah, and the schedule in reverse. Some of you guys could also be learning how to maybe prioritize and stop procrastinating. Okay. And again, with those ideas, as soon as you get an idea, let me write that down. Let me jot that down. Okay. So you are really investing in yourself, investing in your ideas, investing in that creativity and that creative mind of yours. Okay. So we have, look at that. Thank you, Spirit. Perseverance. You're on the go. This is how you have changed people's eyes. You're on the go. I feel like you guys are changing your life around like a lot. It does feel like career-wise as well, not just, your body positivity, it's career-wise as well. Okay, so let's pull a couple cards from tarot. So my angels, my ancestors, my spirit team, my spirit guides, how has card number 3 changed in people's eyes? Thank you. Ooh, we have 16, the Tower. That's the first card. That's a major arcana. We have sent home. Whew. This one feels like you have, how can I put this? You have turned down a lot of people. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. And that was something similar that I was getting in, I think, pawn number 1. Okay, so this could be This could be actually physically. Maybe, you're turning down people, the people from the past. You're no longer in that energy. You have moved on from that. Or this could be like energetically speaking, because you see how there's this lightning. So it's like, no, you cannot touch me. You cannot be around me anymore. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. People see that they don't match your frequency no more. They don't match it no more because you have changed. Okay? And I say change in a great way. You have really worked on yourself. You worked on becoming more happier, positive about yourself. You're learning to be more confident in yourself. You're learning how to love your natural beauty and not look at, the models and all that stuff, like the adding the hair, all that's, it's like, no, all that's got to go. You have changed all of that in yourself. You have realized you are a beauty inside and out. This is how you have changed. I do feel like you have people not bothered, but kind of feeling like you are out of their league now. You're out of the league. Bully. I didn't even mean to pull from this deck. Okay, so I didn't even mean to pull from this. Okay, so maybe some of you guys could have been bullied at one point. This could have been maybe something that you struggle with. Maybe why you wanted to add that extra hair. You wanted to add those altercations, all the makeup, all that stuff. It's because you were bullied. And now you have transformed in people's eyes because you have realized, I don't need all that. I don't need any of that. Like, I'm beautiful the way I am. Okay? Now, again, with the sent home here, I do feel like you have people that kind of feel bad. And I say kind of like, ooh, they feel bad. Okay, because you see how his head's down, and it may be too late. It may be too late to fix things with you, and people are seeing that. They're realizing that. It's like the only thing they can do is hope and dream, Look at that. 6 of Roses. That's the 6 of Wands, you guys. Challenge winner. It's like you realize you actually won. You won. At the end of the day, you won. All right. I feel like you guys sacrificed a lot. All right. But now you put yourself first. You're being more softer with yourself. This is how you have changed in people's eyes. Okay. I love that. You are giving yourself the trophies, the rewards. I feel like a lot of you guys could also be waking up and you're talking to yourself much more nicer, calmer. You are telling yourself, the things that you want, the things that you deserve. You are believing in the things that you are creating, that you're manifesting. Like, stuff like that is what I'm getting. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Please and thank you. How have pile number 3 changed in people's eyes? I feel like you guys are definitely, like, you're learning to really love your big heart. Okay. Maybe you're learning that you do have a big heart. All right. You're not this mean person. Like, you're actually this soft person. All right. It's giving Scorpio vibes in here. All right. And then we have number 12. The cliffhanger. Number 12 is the hanged man. You guys got 2 major arcanas in here. So again, with the hanged man here, and then number 7, that's another major arcana. That's the limo. I think that's the chariot. Is that the chariot? I gotta learn these all over again. Okay, yep, the chariot. Okay. So yeah, the number 12 to be continued, the hanged man here. So I do feel like this is how you have changed in people's eyes, because you're not bothered no more if, you have to stay in the house, if it's raining. You're not bothered by stuff like things. You don't see things as setbacks, okay? For example, traffic. You don't see that as a setback. You don't see a rainy day as a setback. It's like you may take advantage of when you are having to stay in the house, because of the weather, or when you have to stay home because of a child being sick. It's like you have changed in that way. You see the beauty in it all, okay? So it's like, oh, well, now I have time to get some work done, all right? Or maybe the traffic, oh, maybe I go tomorrow to the grocery store. Take it how it resonates, but I do feel like this is how you have changed, because you now see these moments as, you know what? I know everything happens for a reason. I'm winning, all right? And also, I also feel like you may see that things work out better for you when you do believe it that way, when you do walk in it with that kind of mindset. I do feel like this is how you have changed in people's eyes because of your mindset. It has shifted, it has changed, okay? You have sent a lot of people home. Like, you have turned down a lot of people because of that. It's like, I'm good. I'm better, So I'm going to pull one more. Some of you guys could also be like dressing up more, okay? You could be, it doesn't even have to be like professional clothes. It could just be, you're wearing more things that compliment you, that you like, all right? And then we have the producer. Why do you guys got 3 major arcanas? That's funny. You guys got the Knight of Roses, the Knight of Wands. And it feels like, people may want to return, but it's like they can't. You have like all these things protecting you. You're like, it's like off limits here. But you guys got number 1, the producer. Okay. So that's the Magician. And I feel like this again goes back to you believing in, everything that plays in my life, every scenario, I'm not going to see it as a setback. I'm going to see it as, a stepping stone. Okay. So again, like I've mentioned, like if you have to stay in the house because there's a storm going on. Okay. You look at it as, okay, I got some time to do some work where I can sit and rest. Like there's something about that here. You look at life in that way. Okay. You really don't have many bad days, okay? And this is how you have changed in people's eyes, because you look forward to each day. You see life as, a way to grow, a way to evolve, okay? And I love that, pile number 3. I feel like you have changed a lot about yourself. Yeah. That's beautiful. So I think I'm going to end it there, pile number 3. If this resonated with you, feel free to let me know. I would love to know. With that being said, love and light, and bye-bye.